Andy Frasco, this is Kanika Moore from Doom Flamingo. I heard you're in town, and last time you were here, you got fucking wasted, and I didn't get to have one fucking conversation with you. So I'm just suggesting that while you're in town, I know that you said that whenever you come into town, oh, Charleston's crazy, you guys drink like maniacs, but I feel like you fit right in, so don't do that. Please don't be a goddamn hooligan. And if you decide to be a hooligan, call me, because I'm going out too.
Hey, Andy Frasco, it's Dwayne Overby with the Charleston Police Department, 43rd Precinct. Man, we got notice you're back in town. I mean, we're all of us, we're over it, Andy, trying to figure out some kind of probable cause, but you ain't find nothing. We're having a tough time here, Andy. We can't keep an eye on the sky and you and everything else going on. So, appreciate it, Andy. But this shit's got to end soon.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Andy Frasco's World Saving Podcast. I'm Andy Frasco. How you doing, Nick? Nick's back from Iceland. We thought we lost him.
I'm back.
We thought we lost him out there.
Awesome there. It was fun to go somewhere and be in one place the whole time. You know, like usually you...
Yeah, give me the lowdown. What happened?
Okay, so I went to Iceland.
Yeah.
And that's it. No, I'm just kidding. So I flew there. First thing I noticed, the people there, there's no anxiety in Iceland, I noticed. Everybody's very calm and very...
Because no one wants to fuck with them?
Well, first of all, they're very intimidating people. They're all... Did you know, like, there's a gene there, a strongman gene there?
Oh, God.
That's why 80% of the world's strongest men competition winners have been from Iceland or something like that. It's all from one guy, like Genghis Khan.
Are all the girls like buff as fucking shit?
The women are very attractive. They're
Are
not
they like
buff,
7
they're
foot
just-
tall?
No. It's like there's some Viking shit going on for sure,
Some
though.
like Viking women?
They don't laugh. They're not funny at all. They're just very relaxed and nice and just calm.
That's a Europe thing. They're very
I think
stern.
it's because they have health care. That's my theory. It's like they're just like, whatever, I can go to the doctor, so like I'm chill. You know what I mean? College is paid for.
Are they like...
Biden's doing a great job over there.
Let's go.
Shout
out to Biden.
Biden's doing a much better job in Iceland than he is here. It's pretty expensive. Their gas is like $11 American.
How much were the beers?
I don't know. I didn't pay for one thing the whole time I was there. I was being taken care of.
Let's fucking go.
Staying at a very nice resort.
My boy's moving up.
Yeah, it was fun. We made a record with Josh and Jordan from Analog Sun. Neil from Dopapod was there.
Oh, yeah?
The homie, right?
So you guys didn't go out? You didn't party at all?
Well, we were like we weren't by Reykjavik. We were way on the north coast in this like valley on this resort. So we hung out, but like, you know, it's just the staff and us.
Did you guys like take acid and like write a record?
No one took, some people may have taken acid. We did make a whole record though. We got a whole, I mean, you know, the first part of 8 or 10 songs.
Okay, then you bring them back to Denver and finish them?
You know, finish them up a little. It's honestly not my record. I'm just kind of like one of the helpers, you know. I'm not like in the band, you know, but it's...
You have pictures of it?
Gonna be good. Yeah, I got a couple pictures of what Iceland looks like. Oh, here's one cool thing. Sun never goes down the whole time you're there.
That would fuck me up.
You think it would, but actually it helped me with jet lag because I just stayed on Denver time the whole time.
Oh, word.
I would just sleep from like 5 to 11 or 12.
Holy shit, look at this mountainside.
That's the back view out of the resort. That's literally the back patio.
That's where the studio was?
No, that's where we stayed. The studio's about half hour away. I'll show you the other picture. Did I give you another picture? It's like a seaside.
So explain this, what we're looking at to the people who aren't on the YouTube page.
Okay, so it's a beautiful, beautiful mountain. The mountains there are not as tall as here.
More green than I thought they'd be.
Very lush this time of year and green. This is honestly like one of the few moments of pure sunshine they had. It's very cloudy there.
Oh, man.
Think Ireland, think Scotland, that sort of climate, right?
I'd be high as a kite if I fucking recorded a record here. I'd be taking mushrooms.
It's inspiring. So that's the back patio.
It's like fucking Little House on the Prairie.
I'll send you another picture. It's where the studio is about 20 minutes away. The studio is right on the water.
Wow.
No, there you go, Bo.
What happened? Oh my god.
What if the porn pops up? That's the studio. That's what's off the studio.
Wow.
There's all kinds of cool birds there. Like they have all these animals. Oh, that's another thing is they have sheep.
There's a big lake right next to the studio.
No, there's a big lake called the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh,
yeah. It's pretty big. It's the second biggest lake in the world behind the Lake Pacific. Yeah, so
you, Nick.
and I just happened to get there was probably 8 hours of pure sunshine while the whole time we were there.
Oh, my
Sun
God.
never goes down in the summer, obviously, and now in the winter, I've never been there, but it never comes up. But you can see, so no northern lights, obviously.
No wonder why Sigur Rós wrote such fucking crazy, weird music.
Yeah, and Bjork.
Oh, wow.
Of Monsters and Men, apparently, is from Iceland.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I would Dewey Cox the fuck out of that record. You know when he got high on acid and
I don't know
started
why
bringing
America
goats?
hasn't taken over this country yet. It's beautiful. They don't have oil, but they have they run on geothermal energy.
Did you bring any dialed-in gummies?
No, I didn't fly internationally with drugs.
Why?
You know?
Oh, man.
If you're
What's their rules about weed?
Okay, they are very similar to Indiana, where it's it's illegal, but no, oh, not Indiana, a state where it's illegal, but it's a little ticket. Porn's illegal.
It's like
there.
Switzerland.
Porn illegal.
Oh my God, porn's what?
Yeah, so I was reading up. You know how I get obsessed with something.
That. I'm not going there.
You know how I get obsessed with something and I just get all into it. I was reading it's because they only have 350,000 people in the whole country. That's like Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah.
But if everybody was good looking and smart, you know what I mean?
So you can't beat off after a long day in the studio?
I mean, you can jerk off, but you better just use your imagination or whatever. Go to the memory bank or whatever.
It's blacked out on the internet? You can't go to YouPorn.com?
I don't know. I didn't even check. But
you did not beat off while you were there?
I didn't look at porn.
You just closed your eyes?
All I'm going to say is I didn't look at porn.
Wow.
But it's because of they don't want people to get lazy or anything. That's also beer was illegal there until 1989 because they had a prohibition just like America did around the 20s.
Wow.
That's and they leaked. First they let wine be legal, and then for some reason they let liquor spirits become legal before beer because they didn't realize that was worse. You gotta like fish if you're gonna go there. First of all, if you're gonna visit Iceland.
the band?
No, the food. You don't have to like the band at all. They can keep their fucking torch, by the way.
We're huge in Iceland and America.
Yeah. No, so they don't
It's all fit. That sounds nice.
I mean,
healthy.
they eat what's around. It's an island, so it's that's what the cultures. They say it's the most preserved, one of the most preserved cultures on Earth because it's so remote and it's an island. That's why the Viking thing is still so strong there compared to even Norway, because it's even more protected.
Man, if our band did a recording there, we wouldn't get anything done.
I don't think you would, but you might. But I don't think your band can get anything done. Period.
Shut the fuck up. We are hard workers.
There's one thing you can do. It's get to a festival, pop off a set with 95 seconds.
We were talking about that. We've never had to cancel a show due to, van break. We always had a
make it
right. Am I right about this? We always figured out a solution to get there. Yeah, and it's never been like that since.
Clandestine warriors.
We are fucking apocalyptic warriors.
No.
Why?
You're bringing on the apocalypse?
No, I mean, if the apocalypse happened, we'd have a game plan.
Yeah, you'd be all right. You'd be all right. You'd probably be the last guy on Earth to put on a concert. As the fucking sun finally, turns off. I don't know however the world's
We're having an end of the world party.
6 zombies throwing mushrooms at the stage.
I always think of that scene in the Titanic.
Brains.
So you had a great time.
It was awesome to just be in one place that wasn't, you know what I mean? Because usually when you travel, it's you're in Cincinnati for 4 hours and then you're in the worst hotel you've ever been in and then you're popping off to wherever. You know what I mean?
You know why I like fucking with Iceland is because from the East Coast, it's really only a 5-hour flight, 6-hour flight.
It's less than 7 hours. That's another fucked up thing. It's 5.5 hours from New York and it's 6 hours and 45 minutes from Denver. Because from Denver, you go up above the Arctic Circle, so it's not nearly as far, even though it's it seems way farther.
I didn't know that. Denver's closer to get to Iceland?
Weirdly, it's no, it's not closer, but it's way less far than you think. Yeah. Seattle's only 15 mints longer than Denver. Wow. Because you go up over the circle.
Wow.
It's weird. So maybe it's not flat, I guess. I guess I was wrong. Sorry, Kyrie.
Oh. But yeah. Do you think they have Repsy.com in Iceland?
I didn't ask, but probably.
All you Icelandic people listening to this podcast.
Icelanders.
All you Icelanders, because Nick is famous now in Iceland. I can't believe you guys didn't party or go to drinking.
We partied, but there wasn't bar. I don't think you understand how remote this place was. I mean, they had a staff there. There was a bar there.
Did you get sick of your guys?
The hot tub had a swim-up bar in it.
Who was the most annoying on the trip?
I'm not going to answer that.
Just bleep it out. I'll bleep it out.
I'm not gonna say.
I'll bleep it out.
There's too few people.
Just bleep it
He
out.
knows who he is, though. You know exactly who
if
you
I was in
are.
isolation with one person, with 7
5
dudes,
people.
5, I get annoyed with one person.
You would, but everybody's pretty adult and chill on this. And, a couple people brought their girlfriend.
Who is it? Tell me. I'll bleep it out.
I'll never tell you.
Oh.
Some famous people stay at the resort not long before I did. One
LeBron
being
James, I heard.
Another one that they wouldn't even say his name there because he's scary.
Oh, really?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Ooh,
Bleep that out. Bleep that
edgy.
Voldemort himself.
Damn, did you sleep in the Zuckerberg? Were they nice rooms and shit?
Oh my God, the rooms were amazing. I had like a steam shower in that bitch. It's like a nice.
Did they feed
resort.
you every day?
Yeah, it's like a full-on resort where they like have a sit-down dinner with a sommelier.
What
And
the fuck am I doing?
You're torn.
What am I doing wrong?
You got to get them sit-in numbers. Where are you in the 90s now?
I ate hibachi out of in a Days Inn. I had hibachi
People think
delivered
your
to
life
me.
is so cool.
And I didn't have a fork, and so I'm using a styrofoam cup to scoop it like a fucking animal. And I looked myself in the mirror.
Brains.
I looked myself in the mirror while I'm eating fucking hibachi out of a cup. And I looked in the mirror and I'm like, fucking
Damn.
my life is wild.
So I'm just saying, he's doing a good job in
So
Iceland.
shout out to Iceland.
Yeah. I don't know why Biden can't do a good job here like he is in Iceland. You know what I mean? Come on, Biden.
So anyway, sign up for Repsy.com.
Hell
Biden,
yeah.
Biden approved, Iceland approved. You can get your your local venue. If you have a local venue,
It's
if you're in a
low cost.
band, it's a low cost situation.
Just keep chasing that dream. It's definitely going to work out.
Yeah, the dream is going to be scary because the record music business is fucked.
The cards aren't stacked against you in any way.
Ooh, the live touring business is fucked for
Yeah,
the
it's-
next year. I've been talking to promoters. I'm
It's
nervous.
bad.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
If you're nervous, it's bad.
I'm scared. I'm thankful that our band.
Better learn the code.
You know, I'm thankful that my band's on a rise right now. But like the bands who are just been up top and just haven't like kept on, elevating their career. It's gonna be scary for people.
It's
So-
always scary, though.
Yeah. So
It might turn around, too, though. You never know.
I have a philosophy that there's not gonna be any more camping festivals.
That's fine.
I think there's gonna be like daytime festivals.
Because of liability or something?
Just no one wants to
Cost?
fucking camp anymore. Everyone's like addicted to stay at the house. And no one wants to go outside to camp in fucking 120-degree weather.
Yeah. I mean, camping sucks, so that makes sense.
Especially in camping's fun if it's like on a river
That's not
and
camping.
some
There's
fucking
30,000 people piled up like refugees in the middle of Columbus, Ohio in July. That's not camping. That's not a vacation.
people love it still, but it's less.
I understand. That doesn't make it a vacation or camping just because you love it.
Anyway, so sign up for Repsy.com and get on one of those camping festivals
love all
before
kinds
it's
of
all
stuff.
over.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm nervous for the festival people out there. I think it's just gonna be different. It's gonna be like single day shows.
Yeah.
They're gonna still do festivals, but it's gonna be at places where you could park and
Right.
you could do your shit.
I'd be safer.
But I could be completely wrong too. I could be just because we're in a recession and
We're
coming
not
out of
I
a
don't-
pandemic.
Yeah, but the dollar's strong right now.
I know. I can't wait. I'm going
It's
to
equal
Europe.
to the euro right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
First time in 30 years.
We're going to Europe in September.
Yeah.
You're coming with us.
Their economy's crashing, I guess.
While we fucking benefit, we suck. We eat the fruits
Yeah.
of a crashing economy.
We should be, but
We're
not
losing our
going to.
ass in Europe, so don't fucking ask for a lot of money. FYI.
Yeah.
I'm losing a lot of money just to go to fucking Europe, but we have to do it.
Cancel it.
I can't because
Say you got COVID. It's not that hard.
I can't.
I already
cancel.
agreed to it, though, so you still have to pay me.
Okay, but I can't cancel because
Why?
you need to be there to get it. Because it's the promoters.
Why do we need to be there?
Because the
We already went there in 1944 or 41 and saved their asses.
chill,
We
chill,
should be
chill,
welcome.
chill. If no one's buying tickets in fucking America, I got to get out. I got to get to fucking Europe.
Oh, the Europeans aren't going to buy tickets if we aren't those socialists.
But I haven't been back in 4 years, so they better.
4 years. Last time it was 3 years. You keep adding a year.
Well, it's been 3 years, and it's a 3.5.
Yeah. They love you over there in Germany,
Right.
ironically.
Yeah, they do. God, you're on fire.
Don't address
So sign up for Repsy.com.
Just let it sit. Don't
yeah.
say. If they don't know, they won't get it, and that'll be
This is a very,
fine.
actually today's a very special day because we're announcing something.
What are we announcing?
Speaking of not anyone buying tickets, we are going on tour in September.
I'll say you're
Let's fucking go.
Fall tour did well, though.
Fall
last
tour
year.
kicked ass last year.
Yeah. I won't be
on
opening
tour.
this time, guys, so I hope you still go.
You're gonna miss me. For 3 months. I'm about to fly
I might.
your
If you
ass
play
out.
indie, I might come out and hang out.
Fall tour, Days Like These tour, featuring our opening band, Little Strangers, for the whole tour.
Are they actually little?
No, they're tall. They're Philly.
Oh, Philly kids.
One guy, Kevin's kind of short.
Are they trashy, kind of?
No,
So they're not real
like,
Philly kids.
I don't know. I haven't seen the trashy side of them, but
Like,
they
could
do
they
drink.
kick your ass if they wanted to?
Yes,
That's a Philly kid.
Johnny could fuck my ass up.
Hell yeah.
Kevin could, if he. I don't know if Kevin can, but John could fuck me up. But we're going on tour with Little Strangers all fall, starting October,
They seem like
November,
fun. I don't know them,
December.
but they seem fun.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. We wrote a song together. We're gonna release it right before the tour,
That's smart.
and they're great. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, tickets are on sale, so go buy them.
Are they?
Guys,
They're on sale now, right now.
I need to pump my fans up. Guys,
For the tour?
please don't let us be a statistic. Buy tickets
Guys, this is
for
all
this
he
fall
has.
tour. This is all I got. I'm giving you everything. I'm already writing a new record, so you could hear new songs, not including the new song album I just put out. That's how much I care about this fall tour. So go buy your tickets. We're headlining. It's us, Little Stranger. We might bring a comedian. Nick, we'll probably bring Nick.
I'll probably go to some stuff.
Nick, we'll hire you because we're gonna have to.
I don't know if
because
you should bring a comedian.
how about this? What if we do this? Because I'm gonna have to fly you in to do these openings.
Oh yeah, we have to figure that out too.
Yeah.
But indie, man, I'll come to the indie
For
show.
sure. We'll figure it out. But guys, I'm a little pep talk. Buy these tickets, please. I know we're broke. We're trying to keep the ticket prices low so everyone can go.
And you don't have to go. Just buy the ticket.
Because we're playing. This is the biggest. We moved up in a lot of venues to like bigger rooms.
That's because you did well in the last tour.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. It's not that
But
bad.
it makes me nervous because everyone's ticket sales are shit.
Yeah, but also maybe that's their fault a little bit too.
I'm really promoting this thing well. No one's going to show up.
Well, you promote better than other bands.
All right.
I don't know.
Buy your tickets. Fall tour, baby.
There's some bands that are
Let's go.
complaining, but also it's like they're not trying that hard either.
Well, they could suck it. If they're complaining,
I'm not into complaining.
work ethic. Work.
Yeah, I'm over complainers. I'm hoping that this whole music industry crashing in itself
Don't
thing.
complain. Just do the work.
Yeah, I'm hoping this whole collapse will make it so less like really shitty, terrible musicians.
Come on, Nick.
It's
Chill.
more. Oh, there's just some electronic people coming up right now that are
God
just
damn it.
terrible. That are getting gigs, and it's just some of the worst music I've ever heard in my
Is
life.
that? Are you just petty or are you jealous?
No, I'm not petty because I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I do pretty, I'm just saying, there's some people come up that are actually like full-on producers,
Yeah.
and they're playing some of the worst music I've ever heard, and they're getting gigs while some of the most talented people I know are sitting at home. So let's get your promotion game up, guys, because these people are out promoting you, and they're winning, and they're terrible.
Musicians, little pep talk too. Don't give up. This is going to be hard. This is going to be a hard year and a half. It's already been a hard 2 years, but how badly do you want it? I know you love your music. I know when you're out there. I've been to every festival, every weekend. I even try to watch all the little bands. And to see you guys so happy being on stage. Remember those moments when you're fucking in the trenches.
Yeah.
Not making any fucking money. Remember that this is important. Music is important for the fans, for you. And no one makes you happy because when you're at home, you're all fucking depressed and shit. I know it. I hear it from you guys at the catering booth.
Were people whining at the catering booth this weekend?
Not whining, but just like they're like, damn, I was so miserable during the thing, and now I'm just so happy that I'm playing music again. So keep that same energy, even if there's no ticket sales. Everyone's gonna have
no
ticket
better
sales.
time to quit than right now.
Shut the fuck up.
That's true though.
We have Caamp on the show. You ever heard their music?
Double A.
Fucking big
Camp with
band.
2 A's, right?
Camp and the,
I haven't really ever listened to their music.
fucking love them,
It's
dude.
2 people, right?
That's a full band, but
That's a full band.
this guy Taylor's sick. He's a sick songwriter.
That's who you interviewed.
He's from
Tay-Tay.
Columbus, Ohio, too. So ever since we did Workout in Buffalo, that was sick as fuck, too. And the workout was sick. I got to hang out with Humphreys. Got to see Bayless and Stasic. I saw Stasic all week last week because we wrote a new song.
Yeah.
I love Bayless.
Bayless is the shit.
He's a good man. Oh, man, he just told me he's got the sickest gig. The Cubs are flying him private. I hope I could talk about this. I probably can't. He was really pumped up about it. The Cubs, Chicago Cubs, his favorite team,
I know,
is
I'm
flying
familiar
him private to Field of Dreams because the Cubs are playing Field of Dreams in Iowa. And he gets to have a band play right
cool.
before the Cubs play at Field of Dreams.
Just him?
Him, I think Stasic's on the bill, and I think Andy's playing drums, and I think he's got one
fun.
other guy. Oh, no, he's got Jenny Hartswick.
Oh, that's cool.
And then after the jet flies him back to Chicago, so he could sleep at his house. Like soul rock star. Dude, Bayless, let's go. That shit's tied to me. You know how much I love sports and that's shit's
I love sports too.
We should give dialed in gummies a little more love because of all we just said.
I've been eating them every day.
Me too.
I'm addicted.
I need a refill.
People say you can't get addicted.
Oh, have you been trying those 50 milligram ones?
Yeah, I tried them.
Oh my god!
Tried a whole box.
How do you do that?
I made of pure steel, Andy.
So one gummy is 50 milligrams.
I have what the government has called a perfect mind.
Shut the fuck up. You are dumb as fuck.
The FBI has classified my brain as perfect. I don't know. I just enjoy the panic attacks, man.
Right.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
You start realizing you're going to die someday, and then
fuck all of that. Nah, dog. No. Come
out of it, and you're like, yes, I am going to die someday, and
I don't need any
matter.
of that. I don't need any of that bullshit.
No.
You like that feeling?
Yeah. And then you come out of it, and you're like, fuck, I'm
you
so
are
strong.
such a psychopath.
It's mentally good workout for you, though.
What do you mean? That is fucking putting yourself... I don't trust my mind that much.
Oh, I trust my mind. Like I said, perfect
God,
mind.
you're a psychopath.
I'm not a psychopath.
You little
I
bit.
have good control over my what I think. I can control my thoughts.
So you're a sociopath.
I've been called that.
I Volts. But I do like
What'd you say?
I Volts.
Oh, Yiddish.
Yes. A lot of Jews in Iceland?
I didn't see any. Well, Josh Fairman was there.
Just a bunch of white Aryan dudes? Or what?
Well, yeah, and then the staff is all from different countries. So, like, the bartender was Polish. Sommelier was this Irish guy, Rory. He was the shit. He's, like, the nicest guy. Vibes. Just vibes for days.
Sick. So he dialed in gummies.
Icelandic
Colorado. Go grab some dialed in gummies. They're the shit. And, hey, Keith, if you're listening to this, I need a refill, bud.
Keith!
They're great for planes. They're great for... sleeping. I sleep so
People
good.
People have been bringing them up to me a lot.
I sleep so good.
People are like, I bought those because you told me to, and now
do they
I feel
like
better.
Them?
I feel better.
Let's go. See,
like, I love the panic attacks.
We're influencers.
I love the panic attacks so much, just like you.
You are psycho with those panic attacks.
Good for you. Well, you have panic attacks like all the
time.
On the
regs. Yeah.
I have to like give myself a panic attack, or,
I
won't do anything.
Midwestern Abe over here.
Just chopping away a log.
All right, we're gonna have a great week.
All right, next up on the interview hour, we have Taylor from Caamp. Yes, I love this interview actually. He seems like a great dude. He works hard. He likes to have fun, and he's from Columbus, Ohio. So shout out to Columbus, Ohio. These guys are blowing up. They're the next band up in that world, and I'm really happy for them. They're selling out tickets everywhere, and they just have a good mind state about the whole thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the interview hour, Taylor from Caamp.
Taylor.
Andy.
What's up, dude?
Oh, man. Nothing. Just lighting up a little Palo Santo over here, setting the vibe.
Get the vibes going, dude, because we're here. I'm here to talk to you.
I'm getting the vibes going. Here we are.
What happened last night? What'd you do?
Oh, man. I made about $700 at the casino.
Let's fucking go, dog. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. What's your game?
Blackjack.
Yeah?
Blackjack. Yeah. Dabble in the roulette with the winnings, but man, we like to put on the sport jackets and go and just have a nice evening. Sip White Russians,
Where are you living?
Columbus, Ohio.
You're still there?
Oh, yeah, whole band lives here now.
I want to talk. You used to live in Athens, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You and LeBron.
No. LeBron's from Akron.
That's what I thought, but I heard he kind of lived near. I thought he was like in the suburbs. How far is Athens from Akron?
Far.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. So Akron's up north, and Athens is on like the border of West Virginia down south.
Fuck. Well, there it goes. I was like, damn, Taylor and LeBron living out there in Athens. I got fucked there. But let's talk about being an Ohio boy. What did you learn from? I heard you're a hockey guy.
Man, we love the Blue Jackets. Yeah, we're hockey guys. Evan, the banjo player from Caamp, he grew up. He played all through high school, and he sort of got me into it. And weirdly enough, man, we've actually met more than a few NHL players. I think it's kind of like they gravitate towards it in the locker rooms for like, I don't know, for whatever reason, but we've ended up hanging out with some pretty cool dudes.
What are the parallels between, I'm a big sports guy as well, and I feel like there's a lot of parallels in sports and music. What are the parallels between hockey and songwriting?
I suppose like the obvious one is the fluidity. I think that's the coolest thing about hockey, and maybe the coolest thing about songwriting, now that I'm saying it out loud, is that there are only so many options, so many buttons, so many plays that you can make, right? So many chords, but we all navigate them differently. And I think you could liken that to hockey in that, like, there's only so many things you can do with a puck and a stick, but everyone plays differently, you know? So that's what I would say.
What about like the concept of if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
That's very, very prevalent in, I think, both hockey and songwriting. Like there are a lot of ways that you can absolutely bungle a perfectly good song by trying to do something too tricky. Like, and I don't like, I feel like every time I make stands like the one I'm about to make, and like 3 years later, it's like the coolest thing to me. But like right now, I hate key changes. I don't know why people put them in songs. I don't agree with like the feeling that happens through my body when a key change hits.
Right. What?
And
keep going.
So like that for me, that is like, that's taking it a little to a place maybe you shouldn't have. Like when you're on the ice and you're twirling around like a fairy and get, smoked by a defender.
Yeah.
But
but do you think it's like, it's like, why do we overthink life? Why can't we just like always just like, is it growing? Is growing important? Or is it just making sure that we're comfortable? What about for you, Taylor?
Oh man, that's a tough one, dude. Because comfort is so needed,
right.
Like we all have our little, like our routines, whatever it is, like the littlest things in your day that you just like, and you need, and you almost necessitate to function. But at the same time, there's all those sayings about, if you ain't growing, you're dying. And all the Bob Dylan quotes, right. Like, don't stand in the path, get out of the way.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, growth is, it's massively important. And even if it's slow and little things daily, like I don't think Caamp has necessarily like grown crazily away from its roots, but we definitely sound different and are different people,
Right. What did like 3 years of touring the record and seeing you guys? You guys blew up in the last couple years, and you guys probably been doing this for a while, but like throughout the progression of just going to bigger venues, bigger shows, is it the change of mind state that makes you want to make bigger, different records?
Yeah, that was huge for us. Like, I think that's a pretty stereotypical path for a band to take too, is like, Evan and I, we independently released the first record. It's just a guitar and a banjo. And like, we weren't even that good at like our first instruments. The way we made the first record in itself is just kind of a miracle.
Tell me about it. What happened? What'd you do? What happened?
Oh, dude. So it was just this classic, like a music mentor of mine heard these couple of songs that I'd written, and I was playing them down at the open mics in Athens, and Ev came down. He moved down to town and just helped me hone them. Then we got this offer to go record for free in Troy, Ohio, and at a studio. And we went, and it was this old Ford showroom, like fully concrete, not built out at all. And like, we like moved these like sound baffles kind of like in a little circle. Evan and I set up facing each other. My vocal mic was counterweighted by a Windex bottle. We duct taped a Windex bottle to the back of it because the mic stand wouldn't like the mic was too heavy.
Right.
So it was like sinking down while we were doing takes, and I'm like trying to chase it. It was, I mean, dude, Ev played, I mean, he played the kick drum with his hand because we couldn't keep time with our feet. You know, like we weren't drummers. Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, we played everything live. Oh, this is the best part about it too. So we did the whole thing in 2 days, but it was really about 2 hours because we tracked like 10 songs, right? And like we played each song like 3 times live, and we just picked the best one.
Yeah.
But on the second day we were there, we went and we took a dinner break at this Mexican restaurant, and we kind of got loose on like tecates and some tequilas.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we came back, and Jesse Henry, my mentor, he was like, "Hey, you mind tracking Vagabond just one more time for me?" We're like, "Yeah, sure." And we're kind of drunk and loose, and we've been playing all day, so we're all warmed up. Yeah. And we just nail it. And he just pops his head in the door, and he's like, "All right, let's do Ohio." And long story short, basically like he just popped his head in, and we just did the whole record. We just ran it.
Oh my
God! Like that's what you hear, dude. What? You know, there's barely any.
Let's fucking go, boys! See, little liquid courage. That's all you need. Isn't it funny when we stop overthinking things? You know, it's like
that's all it was.
That's all it is. We stop overthinking things, and all of a sudden we open ourselves up. If you want to get hippie about it, open the vessel up, and all of a sudden we're creating the music we hear in our head.
Yeah, for real, man. I mean, like, and that's how it goes just with everything. Like as the shows get bigger and, you know, maybe you've got nerves. Like Ev he didn't have like stage fright, but he used to just pace before shows, and it would just freak us out. We'd be like, "Hey man, like we've done this a bunch of times. We're going to just go do it again," you know? Right. And as soon as you stop overthinking things, like now you should see us before sets. People like our openers and people we tour with are always like, "Don't you guys like warm up or like huddle up or do like a thing," you know? Because we're just like in the green room. I mean, like I started this podcast with, like we love to gamble. So we're like constantly rolling dice or like watching games, you know?
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, stage manager comes in and he's like, "All right, 5 minutes, put your ears in." And then you let it rip.
You know, that's the thing. You know, everyone has their own routine. I mean, whatever makes you comfortable. You know, I watch I watch old Laker games. That's what I do.
I love that.
You know,
I only write to like, I write a lot to TV shows and movies that I've seen before.
Oh, explain that.
So I don't know, really. I think it's pretty, like, for me, it's just like I like something going on in the background so that I'm not overthinking, you know. I'm not like, because I write very like, I don't know. It's hard to explain because I never really feel like I sit down to write. I'm never like, "I'm going to write that sad song today," or "I'm going to write that catchy boy today." You know, I like just pop on The Office or this quirky British TV show I like called Detectorists. And I just kind of sit there and don't overthink it and strum the same chords I've always known. And sometimes you chase something down the rabbit hole and it comes out well.
Right.
Sometimes you're just watching your old TV show.
Yeah. And, you know, and you're adding to the old TV show because you know the feeling of that TV show. So you're just adding on to it.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Because you've seen it before. What about when you're like, do you ever just like put on a new movie and try to write to it?
Yeah. Well, that is more of like sometimes when I'm watching a new movie and it's not cutting it, then I'm like, okay, let me see this guitar real quick. And then all of a sudden the movie's muted and I'm
you're
immersed into the song.
So you need both sides of it. I want to know a little bit about Jesse. Why is he your mentor, and what has he taught you about songwriting that makes him your mentor?
Man, Jesse is a special dude. So his name is Jesse Henry, and I met him my sophomore year. I kind of fell in love with music and I quit. I played lacrosse and football just for, you know, high school. And yeah, my parents were just kind of like, you can't you can't just do nothing, you know? So I was like, all right, well, I want to do guitar. So through the grapevine of like suburban moms, my mom finds Jesse Henry, and he comes over, and this dude is just like, he's just iconic, man. Like he's 6'4", big burly dude, hair down to just about his ass, and just comes in and puts his guitar case down and opens it up, and it smells like weed, and he's all sweaty, and he's like, all right, what do you want to learn? You know? And I'm just like, this guy's incredible. Incredible. He feels like a folklore, honestly. Like when you hear him sing and talk, like and just his vast knowledge of music, he feels like folklore. Like, I don't know how else to put it. But basically started doing lessons, and I don't know, something about like music theory or me and math. I wasn't having a great time with like the theory of music, like the scale and the actual runnings of it. And so what we started doing, and instead of discouraging me, Jesse was like, he was just totally cool, but he was like, well, and if we're not going to run scales and learn, you know, harmonies, like you got to give me like 3 songs a week, and you got to learn them, you know? Right. So I just started learning like Dylan songs and Ray LaMontagne and heady shit like Trevor Hall. And, you know, I was super into reggae for a long time. So I was just learning the solo from like No Woman, No Cry. And instead of like knowing that that's just an A minor pentatonic, you're like, this is the solo from No Woman, No Cry. And then it gets your fingers moving, and you get inspired by the sounds, not necessarily the system, you know? Right. So, I guess that's my biggest like accreditation to Jesse, is just like that he wasn't off put, or like he wasn't condescending to me because I didn't want to learn the inner workings. Like I just love music, and like he knew that. So we just played music, you know? Yeah. We kept in touch for years. And eventually it was just like the lessons were only $20. So it kind of got to the point where we just started hanging out, and I wouldn't even give him the $20 at the end of the session. He'd just be like, all right, I'll see you next week. That's you know, fun. And we were just friends. Dude. I mean, we're still friends. We had just had the 6-year anniversary for the first Caamp record. Jesse called me yesterday. We talked for half hour, you know? Yeah. He's a crazy.
What'd you guys talk about?
Well, man, he's a crazy dude, and he goes down to like Mexico and Peru and just immerses himself in whatever music he's into that year. Like sometimes it's Brazilian stuff, sometimes it's, you know, Portuguese stuff. Like, and he'll just go to a country and just come back and like sing you a song in Spanish. And he's like this dude. I mean, he's from Lima, Ohio, went to school in Kansas. And then you hear him just like belt this beautiful Brazilian ballad. And you're just like, I admire him so much. He's a student of it all. You know, he's like, he's totally in love with it. And like, he doesn't give a shit about money or fame or anything. He's just like, he's just his own dude.
Yeah, that's probably the most inspiring thing. You know, a lot of people just chase the money or chase, you know, the song. He's chasing what music does to him.
Oh, dude, it's like, and it's such a pure chase when you do it like that. You know, like I try to check myself, Evan and I do. I think we're super humble dudes, but like, it's like the moment that I start, you know, getting greedy, like somebody like Jesse's going to come around and be like, yo, you know, check yourself.
Yeah. Just because you're making money right now, Taylor, doesn't mean you won't be making money in a couple years, big dog.
Right. You know, who knows how long this train lasts.
It will last for a while, I have a feeling. I used to, you know, your Jesse is the guy who I started writing songs with, Mike Taylor. You know him from His Gold Messenger?
Man, Mike is a good friend.
Dude, Mike's the man. I'm on 7S Management, where they have Aaron Ray. It feels like you work with all the bands on 7S.
Okay, yeah, no, totally.
His Gold Messenger,
we're
Aaron Ray, Rateliff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
dude, so I've got, not to like plug anything, but I've got this solo project I call Sunbuck, and I've actually been spending time in Durham tracking it with Mike and Chris Berner and Libramento and Nick Falk. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Isn't Mike the GOAT?
Yeah.
Mike's the GOAT.
Dude. Mike, he is the GOAT, man. He is such a true dude. I respect his taste in music and his songwriting. And just like, he came into the room and he laid down just like two of the most like song changing and like evoking guitar parts on two of my songs that like I've ever heard. And then at the end of the week, when I hit him up and I'm like, hey man, you know, the other guys are sending me their day rates. Like, feel free to send me an invoice, or I'll Venmo you or whatever you want. And he just goes, we're good, man. You'll pay me back someday.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm just like, this dude is so just cool.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a cool man.
Yeah. You know, it's so different. Like, you know, do you ever write songs in Nashville where it's all about business? It's all about fucking the percentages of, you ever have to do any of that shit?
Yeah, that's tough. I have done it. I haven't done it in years, but I got into it for a second. And I don't know. It's like, I know that that's a lucrative and a creative place for a lot of people who are super good at it. But for me, it just felt like I was going to these rooms, and my personal experience was just like, I kind of felt like I coughed up like 5 real good songs that, like, you know, like I had started. I was like, hey, I got this, like, let's finish it. And then at the end of the day, and it's nothing against the people I wrote with, they were incredible, but it's like, okay, now instead of 100%, you have 50% of that song. And if they don't want to cut it and you don't want to cut it, it just goes into a little filing cabinet.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Like, I talked to, like, you know, like Brent Cobbs of the Worlds and stuff, and those dudes who just write songs for everyone. Like, how do you decide when to give a song to someone else and keep it?
Well, yeah, and that's funny that you even bring him up, because I wrote a song with Brent and I was super pumped about it, and I thought he was going to cut it, and then he didn't.
You're like, fuck.
God damn it. I brought a heater there too.
It is crazy. You know, it's like, how do you decide which songs make it on the Caamp record?
Oh man, I don't know. It's like, you know, I guess it just depends. You know how it goes. Like you record until your eyes bleed, and then you kind of see how it all lays together. And for me, it's always been relatively easy to kind of lay things to the side, or choose not to record something or re-record something. And I like the albums to read like books, you know? So if you're listening and something jars you in the wrong way, it's either shouldn't be in there or it's in the wrong order, you know? And I love that part of the process, but I love that a lot.
Do you ever overthink that too much?
No, dude. I mean, honestly, Caamp albums are kind of free for alls. Like there are songs on the last record, By and By, like Of Love and Life. I wrote that when I was 17. Feels Like Home was one of the first songs Evan and I like wrote together. Like there are like 26, which is on the second Caamp album, was the first song that Ev like wrote a banjo lick for. And for whatever reason, when we went to cut it, you know, with Jesse and do that first record, it existed and it was practice. It just didn't fit. And songs kind of like, they kind of show themselves at different times. I mean, dude, one of the songs on this new record is a straight up voice memo, like of
Shut
me.
The fuck up, really?
Yeah. Me at some ungodly hour of the morning, just like wrote this song. I thought the timbre and the tempo and the tones were all just awesome. So we just put a little compression on it and did a little defuzzer, and it sounds fucking great. It's like the best sounding song on the record, and I recorded it on an iPhone 9, you know? Yeah. Just like cool shit, man.
It just goes back to what you're saying about, like, it doesn't matter what studio you're at. It's about the songs. Like you said, you're at the Ford dealership putting out your first record or whatever, the Ford. Yeah. It's like, we got to stop overthinking that the process is being in these big studios and being, you know, getting that big record deal. We don't need any of that shit. We need to focus on the songs, man.
The songs and the comfortability of everything. Like, obviously you want to be pushing yourself, but like, man, I can't even imagine trying to cut something and like an Electric Lady or an Abbey Road or an Apple Studios and just be like, I don't even feel like I can sneeze in here. Like, how am I supposed to sing? And like, I'll throw props too to Overdub Lane down in North Carolina where I think Hiss has done most of his records, but man, the comfortability of that spot is off the charts. And it's in a strip mall, dude. Yeah. Like there's like a massage parlor next door. But in our little, it's like great. It smells like coffee and weed, and we're chilling and grooving real hard, and you'd never know we were in there. I love that.
Yeah. How important is like taking pressure out of the equation to be spontaneous?
Oh, I think it's so important, man. I think that's something that you learn and you grow like with your art, like I feel like the way young artists, or at least how we were in our younger days, like you approach a record and you're like, we're going to do it in order and we're going to do these songs, and you kind of like, you almost drill sergeant yourself out. And then as you learn and you grow and you don't take yourself too seriously. And like we said, like you don't get too up in your head about the pace or the creative process, like, and you just let it go. I find that like we're at a really special place as a band. I think just like maturity wise as people, like we're decent at our crafts now, like all of us are we've got a lot of room to grow, but like we're seasoned at a lot of instruments now, like everyone in camp can play the drums. Everyone can play piano. Everyone can play guitar. Only Evan can play banjo though.
We'll stick with that. We'll stick with Ev on the banjo.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I wouldn't approach that. He is so graceful on that instrument. I've never seen anything like it, but this album, it just felt like easy. Like you just pick the songs, play the parts. Like we were just moving at a very cool pace and process. And I think we found kind of like our groove where we don't overthink something and we lay a bass on a nest of songs. So that way, if we're start to feel like you're beating your head against a wall on one, you're just like, hey, well, why don't we go do bass on Fever? Like let's just switch gears. And then you make headway on another song. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, I figured out the other song. Like, let's go back. I think I figured it out. I feel like, when you have that kind of flow, it adds kind of just like an unconscious comfortability into the music, makes it more approachable. And like somehow the listener, like, and God, I'm getting heady, but it's just like somehow that's got to be detectable, Yeah. Like I feel that's why people like live records so much, or people like, all the records that they cut at Big Pink or any of those studios where it was just kind of like a house and a vibe and a time, and people return over and over to those records, and it's not because they were using some $100,000 mic in an ISO booth, like they were using a 58 into a Tascam in somebody's basement, and it sounds fucking cool, and they were comfortable. So you feel comfortable with the music.
It's like the idea of not overthinking and using your instincts.
Exactly. Yeah. Instincts, man. I mean, that is the most like not sought after, because you can't really get it. It's instinctual, but like that is, I think, the coolest and most recognizable trait in the baddest dudes in music. Right. Is their instinct. It's just like they know where something needs to go, and they need to hear it now. And if you do it in a cool and calm and fucking cold way, that's how you get chills. Right. Like those dudes, like, do you know Michael Libramento? Just through that circle? No, I don't. He's done a bunch of cool shit, man. I mean, but he plays down a lot with those North Carolina guys. Like he's been in Phil Cook's bands, and Phil's a bad motherfucker, dude. For a little bit. Oh, Phil's incredible. Fuck. He's on the new record.
Let's fucking.
He played. Yeah.
You got the
he played
all-star
some-
crew. You got Aaron Ray, I heard. You got Rateliff. You got Cook.
Yeah.
What do you got? Hiss too?
Hiss is on my solo stuff, but
Dude,
not
this is
on
like a
any Caamp.
bukkake of great musicians, dude. Let's fucking go.
Dude, I mean, the list doesn't stop there. If we're gonna name drop,
Come on, name drop them
gotta-
all, Taylor. I want to hear everything.
okay, all right. Katie, Crutchfield, Waxahachie.
Oh yeah,
on the new
Katie's
Caamp
killer.
record.
I just interviewed Kevin Morby, her boyfriend.
He's fucking awesome.
Holy shit, dude.
He's a great fucking. You want to talk about a musician and a producer and a
Right.
tone chaser with instincts? That's a dude.
Who else you got?
Yeah, like Rateliff's on it. Matt McCon, one of the drummers for Bon Iver, which is like my all-time fave. He's on it. Brad Cook helped produce. Beatrice Artola helped produce. And they're just fucking
Monster.
insane people.
Do you ever
Just
feel like you're
insane
not
people.
worthy to be in that room?
Pretty much like the entire time I was in the room, yeah.
Why does our ego do that? I mean, like you have made great records for the last couple of years, and still we
I
go
have
in
no
with
idea.
these monsters, and we're like, oh shit, I don't deserve to be
I
here.
have no idea. I would like to like blame it on something like an age difference or something, but I know that even if I was the exact same age as Rateliff or Phil or any of those dudes, I would totally feel inferior,
You know?
regardless.
It's that idea of overthinking, bro. It's back to that overthinking and not just like the best athletes don't overthink a shot. They go straight instinct.
Right. Absolutely, man. And I mean, it's like, it is cool because, it's like our ego doesn't, or at least hopefully mine doesn't, but
Not
like
yet.
you don't, well, I was going to say it doesn't keep you down all the time. Like after we cut Fever, dude, we just had this like monster moment for me, like a fucking core memory. Like we're in this studio out in the woods, North Carolina. It's called Betty's. And I'm cutting a song and I'm just Mick Jaggering into a mic. Ev's on guitar, Matt's on bass, Joe's on the organ, Phil's on the keys, Matt McConn's on the drums. And then we got Rateliff and Waxahachie in two different corners doing harmonies.
Legendary.
And I'm just kind of like moving my arms around like I know what I'm doing. And we cut this song and then we let it ring out and everyone's kind of looking at each other, that moment where you're like, oh shit. And Phil just goes, huh, good song, man. And I was like, whoa. Like, and then you have those little moments where you're like, yeah, it is a good song.
Yeah.
You pat yourself on the back and you're like, I can totally be in this room.
Yeah.
I can totally be in this room.
See, it's those breaking the glass moments, What was your first show where you felt like the glass was broken and you guys are ready to fuck shit up?
Oh my God, dude. It was, we used to play this open mic down in Athens, Ohio called Casa Nueva.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like incredible cantina, worker-owned Mexican restaurant fucking vibe.
Right.
And they've got a little stage, and every Wednesday night it was $3 house margs and $2 PBRs, and we would get to the open mic and just get wild. And that's kind of like where we were born, and we raised, like, we honed our craft, and we honed like how to, or at least how we thought, to like catch people's attention and draw a crowd and get them moving. And so we moved back to Columbus, right? And we kind of like got some Spotify traction. We went out, we did a tour with Rainbow Kitten Surprise. We come back, we book a headline show at Casa. And like when we came into town, there was 200 people like in line for the show wrapped around the whole street.
Let's fucking go.
And we were just like, and like 6 months ago, we were just college kids living in this town playing the open mic.
Right.
So that was like a huge glass ceiling for me. I was like, whoa, this is very real. Like people want to see us play. Like, for real.
Isn't it crazy? Like you have to like open for someone to be like, oh yeah, you're cool now.
Yeah. You have, someone's got a grandfather,
Yeah.
Shit, sorry.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, you gotta get the sword in. You know, you gotta get sworn in to the fucking cool kids club.
Exactly, dude. You gotta get knighted. I mean, that's like a huge part, like, of a lot of people's legacies. You know,
It's true.
like some people, it's almost like you can't even talk about it without saying like, oh, so and so, and this is like they were brought up,
Right.
like the classic, like Pharrell saw a video of Maggie Rogers, and now Maggie Rogers is God.
Yeah.
You know, which, I mean, you know, she deserves to be. She's got a whole fucking vibe going on.
She's a bad motherfucker, dude.
She's a bad woman. Yeah. Yes, she is. But just like, you know what I mean? Like there's some folks like that you're always like in tandem with.
Yeah.
Like I think ours is, you know, like Jesse is pretty synonymous with Caamp. You know, he was instrumental, but the family's growing, you know.
It's fucking beautiful. You know, I want to keep talking about this like spontaneous type of life living. Do you take that same concept with your live show, or do you have like a set show every night?
No, man. We don't do set lists.
Let's go, boys. I fucking like you, Taylor. Let's go, dude. Tell me about that. What's your philosophy of no set list?
Well, you know, it just pens me up. You know, it's I don't feel free to breathe with the crowd, you know.
Yeah.
Like some nights I want to start electric, and some nights I don't want to put down my electric guitar. Some nights I want to be the quietest, most intimate and tight show you've ever heard. And some nights I want to flail and jump on the speakers and do crazy shit. And man, we try to be as genuine of performers as we can. And like when I hear people, like, you know, obviously there's degrees of it, but like if there is a sincere call out, like, and I hear someone needing a song, like they need this song, I mean, we capo right up and play it.
Yeah.
That just like that's how it is. And I mean, it's hell on the crew. You should see them trying to light the stage and get my guitars ready. And I'm just like, you know, it's fun for them, man. Like we try to keep things light, and it's like, whatever it is, you mess up, just like do it full speed. Like let's have fun up here, you know.
Do you feel like
that's no set list?
Do you feel like you have to play a couple songs every show?
Yeah, you know, you do, but like you can't, you're never going to please everybody. And sometimes the songs you have to play, do I have to play them, or am I having to play them for you? You know?
Yeah.
Because there's both. Like there's songs that I have to play every set, you know, where like there's a solo or a vocal run that like I personally need.
Yeah.
And then there's songs that's like, you know, sometimes you either through the crowd shouting or just through the timbre of the room, there's some songs that you know that you should play.
Right.
You know? And we're firm believers in you know, giving the people the hits.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Give them the hits, Taylor. Give them the goddamn hits.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like I'm all for you know, whatever, an artist playing their new shit, playing, exploring something, going further into their, you know, but you know, whatever. It's like, whatever your song is, you go see Dave Matthews and he doesn't play Crash, you're bummed.
Yeah.
You know, guess what? He never plays Crash.
Well, I hope you keep playing your hits, bud.
Yeah.
How important is living in the moment for you?
Oh, hugely, dude.
Is it hard for you to live in the moment?
In ways when you see your whole, like, you know, in some ways I enjoy how organized my life is, but like sometimes when I look at the Google Calendar and I see that like my life is essentially planned out a year ahead of me, I'm like,
same.
That's a little disenchanting at times, you know? And obviously as we get older, I'm building in more time for just solo endeavors to do life, you know, because although this is our lives, it doesn't encompass all of it, you know, and we fully intend to do this until we croak. But like, being able to like have your own hobbies and have relationships outside of the band, I think that's like the only way the band remains possible,
Yeah.
like we've all got to live and breathe on our own. So in some ways, yeah, man, like it is tough to live in the moment because like my moments are planned out
Right.
9 to 12 months ahead of time. And it's like, like I got a call from my manager yesterday and he was just like, hey, we got this headline offer for a festival next May. And I was like, it's not even this May. Like, what, I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. Like,
Right.
But at the same time, man, it's cool. It's cool to know that things are popping and they're organized and they're out ahead in front of us, and we can weave in our personal fancies in between,
Yeah. And also like we forget that we're in control,
You're totally in control the whole time.
Yeah. So we could stress out.
You can say no.
Yeah, exactly. It's the art of saying no that makes us free.
Yeah. You should see me. I mean, you should see me in the green room or in a radio station lobby. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why am I here?
Same, bro.
And they'll just look at me and be like, okay, dude, well, you said yes. So we're here. Like
they know when to.
But, it's not all me. Like, you feel obligated in some ways. You get coerced. Yeah. It's part of the game. You gotta play the game.
Well, but our managers know when to ask us for things when we're happy,
Oh, exactly. And they do it in these ways, man, where it's like, I was like, all right, we're going to do a set number of shows this year.
Right.
And I'm going to agree to it on a lump sum rate. And that's it. And then what happens is they're like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, we don't want to overwork you this year. And then you agree to something, but then over months, there will just be little things where like, hey, you're already going to be out in Arkansas. Do you think we should just tack on a Kansas City? And you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Totally, man. Like, yeah, I'm already there, bro.
Why wouldn't we tack on a Kansas City? Oh, and should we just tack on a Tulsa if we're going to do Kansas City? Yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, of course we'll do Tulsa.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, after you agree to the original routing, they announced the world tour on Instagram, and you look at all these dates, my eyes about shot out of my head. I was like, holy shit, like we built out a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I will say, like, I am feeling dangerous. Like, I want to play these shows, man. I'm feeling like we're in a really good spot as a band and we're playing well and I'm excited and we're all healthy. So like when I looked at it, I was like surprised and kind of intimidated, but then I was like, oh, this is going to be so fun.
Right.
We're going to play some of the most beautiful rooms in the country, and some of the most kick-ass bands and music are, playing with us. And and then you just get lucky. You feel lucky.
Yeah. You know what? And it's also like, well, it's like going back to living in the moment. We're not living in the moment. We're looking at what we have to do next year. Let's just worry about this week,
Right. For real. Which is crazy, dude, because you can be like, people can be like, yeah, man, whether it's what did you do yesterday or what are you doing tomorrow? And I'm always like, I've got no idea.
Yeah.
But you can also ask me what I'm doing, November 21st, 2025. And I'll pull up the Google Cal and tell you exactly what I'll be doing.
So maybe we need both in a sense to keep us balanced.
We need both. You just can't, get too caught up in either of them.
You ever get caught up in the moment too much where you started just taking too many drugs or fucking too many one night stands or getting that world?
Absolutely. I mean, luckily not like either of those things, like to an extreme, but I think we all have very like, semi-addictive personalities, and like
that's why
it's easy to just like, right. I mean, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's with everything, dude. Right. Like, I smoke too much weed. I smoke too many cigarettes. I drink too many drinks.
Same.
It's like, I mean, but we're all like, we're all healthy and we're all
happy,
semi-young. We're happy. And I don't know, man. Like, it's like, I always get caught up in like, how do I express myself without like turning kids on to fucking smoking weed at 10 years old? It's like,
same, dude.
Do what you want, like, don't deny yourself anything that makes you happy and doesn't hurt anyone else, like right. Do what you want. That's like, we try not to be too hard on ourselves, man. Like, we might have a few too many drinks or play a few too many hands at the blackjack table or stay up too late or, whatever it is. I mean, people have fucking weird addictions. Like, how you going to criticize me for smoking when you're drinking 3 Starbucks a day?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you're frying your nerves in a different way. So it's like,
exactly, dude. Let's fucking go, Taylor. I fucking love it.
We're pretty tame dudes, but we like to let it rip,
Yeah, same, bro. We used to play Woodlands Tavern. That was like our first.
Dude, that was our first.
Dude, what is it about Columbus, Ohio that lets you? I feel like there's the music that comes there, and just like it for a college town. There's like that. There's Lawrence, Kansas, but I feel like Ohio State. There's something about that Columbus that really.
I love that we try to like preach that to people, and it's like Columbus doesn't have notoriety as like a music city, but I'll tell you what, dude, there is a fucking scene. There is great music being made here. There are great rooms to play. The food is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I could gush about Columbus all day. I'm glad you like that, man. Woodlands Tavern's a great little spot.
It is.
Yeah, you guys food. There's that nice separation to where you can be at the show or you can be on the patio or you can just be the bar side if you're loud. It's like, man, that's so cool that you play that.
Yeah, and we last week or 2 weeks ago we just played Bluestone, which is a beautiful room too.
Bluestone's sweet as well.
So are you always going to play in Columbus even if you get too big?
Yeah, man. We just announced we're playing We're playing at the arena.
Let's fucking go, dude. Our dudes. Holy Taylor, you guys are fucking. This is exciting. Are you scared? This is a big year for y'all.
Yeah, I'm scared, dude. That same hockey team we were talking about at the beginning of this podcast plays there. Like Evan and I just went and toured it, and we were like down on center ice, like
so sick,
freaking out,
so sick. Well, bro,
thank you.
I hope you just like come all over that fucking place, dude. Just destroy it.
Oh, come on.
Do it. Not physically, emotionally. I want you to fucking put it all out there. Put your dick out there.
It's gonna be emotional. I'll tell you what, man.
Man, it's beautiful, man. And it's success stories like that is the reason why, we keep doing what we do and play a big hometown show and play at the biggest place in the fucking town. And it's like all the hard work's paying off. And I just want to say I'm proud of you, bro. I don't even know you, but I'm proud of you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, keep the dream alive. Have fun in Columbus. Good luck on the record. On the new. When's the new record come out? Has it came out yet?
June 24th.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we'll post this closer to June, so we'll get even more push. But Taylor, thanks for being part of the show. And fuck yeah, I'm glad you think so highly of Mike Taylor like I do.
Oh, absolutely, man. All right, thanks, Andy.
Have a good one, bro.
Appreciate you.
Later. Hell yeah. There it is. That was fun. Fucking Caamp. They're blowing up. Big time artists now on the World Saving Podcast. Let's go. All right. I'll catch you on the tail end. What are you doing this week? Oh, fuck. This weekend. I'm playing Crested Butte on Thursday. Is it Thursday, Bo? Crested Butte on Thursday.
Hell yeah.
That's the guy who owns
Public
that
house.
place is
Public
where.
house, right?
Yeah. Where you recorded in Iceland.
Wade is the dude there, though.
Yeah. Shout out to that. I never played in Crested Butte before. Friday, Steamboat Springs.
I love that town.
Snowball Resort. Come on, guys.
Oh, you're
buy
playing
some
a
tickets.
resort?
No, they just call it the Snowball.
Oh, it's like a little festive thing.
Yeah, the bowling alley, but they put us in the parking lot, and it packs out. It's fun.
And then you're going to
Sunday's Fro Fest in Utah.
That's far.
I know.
Then you drive back on Sunday?
Drive back and then
Monday?
Start recording.
I
drive back we play at like 2, so we're going to just try to smash the drive Sunday.
Yeah.
And then
Bo will do that.
I'll do it. No, Bo's been driving a lot. By the way, I got to give it up for Bo. Bo's been working his ass off. Bo,
He always does.
I see your work ethic, and I see you.
That's why he gets the
and
most...
I respect it, and I love it, and I'm here for you, bro. So we're driving back Sunday? No, we could drive back Monday. It's fine. I know we're just gonna get hammered during the day. It's just like that whole Utah thing is kind of That Utah show is so fun. It's like 10,000 Mormons who just love to drink.
Mormons that love to drink. I thought that was like against their shit.
It was just so fun.
It was
a free show, so Utah shows up.
I have a very minimal understanding of the Mormon religion compared to other religions.
I want to watch that Netflix thing, like Eat, Pray, Obey. Is it good? Is it Mormon-y?
Oh, it's like literally about a guy that like.
Don't tell me. I want to watch.
It's a cult within the cult. Vibe.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the deeper people.
It's like the Amish version of being Mormon, or like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Orthodox Jew version of being Mormon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess my hot guy of the week?
Before we go.
So my friend, been working out. You know, he's a musician.
Hold on. What is this game you're trying to present to me?
I'm gonna show you his body, and you guess who it is.
He's in the jam scene.
He's been working out. He's in the jam/electronic scene.
Holy fuck!
Hot
Dude,
guy.
This guy's too buff to be in the music scene.
He's in the music scene. He plays music.
He's tatted
He's never
up.
been on the show, but I want him to be.
Hey, zoom in on his body.
There we go. See, Detective Andy.
Let me see who this is.
First of all, look how good that guy looks.
Holy shit!
He's a dad too.
What?
Hey, he's changing the way the
look
word
at
dad
the hip.
pod.
Look at the hip thing.
Yep.
I've always wanted that thing.
That's the thing you got to get in the gym if you want that. That's a gym thing. You can't just starve yourself.
He's a musician.
You can't just starve yourself into that, Andy. Sorry.
You know who this is?
Yeah, I do.
I think it is. It's the dude from the Floozies.
You nailed it.
What?
Holy shit! I didn't think you'd get it.
Let's fucking go!
I love it. Matt is his name.
Matt from the Floozies.
Because there's two guys in the. It's Matt and Mark.
Holy shit! My dude is ripped now.
He texted me last night and he's like, I guess he gained weight or something during the pandemic. He's like, I shed it all off and I'm ripped again. He sent me that.
Oh my god!
I was like, can I use that?
Matt,
he sent it.
Working. We see you working, big dog.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Look over there. He sent me that. Well, he's a funny. Matt's one of the funniest people around. We got to get him to just come hang next time he's in Denver. But we're
talking about doing next year tour together.
Oh my god, your two things together would be incredible.
Should I do that?
Yeah, because their crowd's funny as hell too. They don't give a shit and they'll like party with you. But
okay.
Yeah, he sent me that and I was like, can I use that in the show? Make Andy guess who it is.
What a show. What a fucking show.
I can't believe you got it on the first try. You fucking weirdo. Zoom in on his enhance. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a psychopath.
The tattoos do kind of give it away, though. He's got like a lot of them.
I wasn't even looking at the tattoos. I was looking at the structure of his body.
Fucking weirdo. I didn't realize this. I was looking at the way his...
Because you know short people have that structure?
Yeah. He's not that short, actually.
He's like a little shorter than I am.
Yeah, he's probably 5'11".
But he's got that wide... So I narrowed him out. He could
definitely kick our ass.
I was first going to think it was who got buff. Who's the drummer from Twiddle now?
Adrian?
Adrian.
You got buff?
Adrian's getting buff. Did you see that?
He's hella short,
you saw that picture of him on Facebook he posted?
No.
He was just so proud of his body, but his dick was so massive. And it was just in his underwear and it's just fucking schlong.
Like he didn't notice?
No, he didn't even realize it. And
he's got
it was
that
just
dad
like
dick?
that. Yeah, it was like that European cocaine.
I think that's what happens. Once you have 3 or 4 kids, you just like, your dick isn't even a thing to you anymore. You're just like, whatever, it's been used.
It looked like
you'll be in pictures and you don't even realize it. You know what I mean?
It looked like a White Claw.
What flavor? Mango?
All right, we got a lot. We got the Caamp fan base inside the podcast tonight.
Well, we'll put
so
this
I don't
at the
know
end.
if
This is at the
I don't
end.
know if they're going to be like. These
I was
guys
thinking
are
this is
fucking
at
crazy.
the end.
We'll put it at the end.
Yeah.
You got any motivation? Well, I guess we already did.
No.
We gave people motivation.
I
I don't either.
Go to Iceland if you have.
If you're feeling sad, go to Iceland.
Pretty chill there.
But save your money because it's expensive. You can't be like Mr. Richie Rich over here.
No, I'm just a poor guy having rich
to-
experiences. Buy this T-shirt off me on my website.
Did you wear it
accidentally
for
wore my own
marketing campaigns? What's it called? I enjoy various bands.
Well, I actually was just grabbing a black T-shirt and I was halfway here and I realized it was
Sean has the shirt. I only like one band.
That's for Tool, Fish fans, Goose. You're Grateful Dead fan, and then if you like a lot of band,
All right. Let's have a great week.
Hell yeah.
Trying to get Brittany Griner on the show.
Oh my God, that'd be
and
awesome.
she's
not available for interviews right now.
Yeah, she's in Russia, but
she's being kept as a political prisoner because she had a hash pipe on her.
It's so fucking
or whatever.
dumb. God.
Torturous.
And people are giving
she did break
shit.
the law, but 10 years.
People are giving shit to LeBron for saying.
Well, people give shit to LeBron no matter what he does.
I know, but I loved LeBron. We see you in the Drew League coming out in L.A. We love that.
Why do you think he did that?
Because L.A.
established dominance.
Well, he's probably feeling himself. He's
He hasn't
probably
done the
kicking
Drew
ass
League
in the
in
rehearsal.
like 10 years.
What?
He hasn't done the Drew League in like over 10 years.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think he's trying to show that he's still got it. But also Kyrie, I don't know. God, this whole thing stressed me out. Let's not talk about
No,
that.
I want to talk about it.
What, the Kyrie
It's
thing?
our podcast. We can talk about Kyrie.
Oh, I want him on the Lakers so bad.
Why?
I'd rather have an interested Kyrie Irving than an uninterested Russell
Of
Westbrook.
course.
Because
if the argument is who's better between him and Russell Westbrook, yeah, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. We're not going to get anyone else. So it's just another
Fair
dud
enough.
year of LeBron in his prime. He's killing it right now.
That's fair. He's not in his prime. That's what's scary about LeBron.
I know.
His prime was the Heat.
I know.
Isn't that
he's
crazy?
so good. He's such a good
The
player.
LeBron haters are so tiresome.
Petty. Some petty bullshit.
What did he ever do to anyone?
Nothing.
Not like
He's
he,
a good man.
not like he raped someone in Golden, Colorado.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. We're done. Have a great day. We love you. Fuck you, Nick. And we'll see you next week.